Hey everyone, today we're taking a look at the brand new Sennheiser HD490 Pro studio reference headphones that just got released, and I'm gonna be trying them out, listening to them, and unboxing them to give you guys my first impressions of them. I do want to let you guys know that I bought these headphones with my own money, and I will be giving you my honest first impressions of them. I do plan on doing a full review of these headphones where I'll be comparing them with other similar studio headphones in the same price range, such as my Beyerdynamic DT1990 Pros, as well as my Odyssey MM100 studio headphones. And just to tell you a little bit more about these brand new headphones, they do have an open back design and they use a dynamic driver. The great thing about these is you can also switch out the ear pads very easily. You can either use the velour ear pads or the cloth fabric ear pads that both are included with the HD490. Sennheiser has stated that these headphones were specifically engineered to handle today's music, so if you listen to modern music genres, then these headphones should definitely work well for you. When it comes to buying the Sennheiser HD490 Pro, you actually have two options. You can opt to get the cheaper HD490 Pro, which includes the headphones, two sets of ear pads, a 1.8 meter audio cable, as well as a 3.5 millimeter to 6.3 millimeter adapter. The HD490 Pro Plus bundle, which is the one I have here in front of me and the one I'll be showing you today, costs a little bit more and adds an additional longer 3-meter audio cable. It also adds a carrying case and an extra cloth fabric headband pad. All right, so let's actually get right into it and unbox the Sennheiser HD490 Pro Plus, because I'm really excited to see how these brand new headphones from Sennheiser turn out. All right, so let's take a closer look at these headphones. This is the retail box for the HD490 Pro Plus. Go ahead and open it up. And here we can see this pretty nice carrying case that's included with the HD490 Pro Plus. It does have a nice handle on top that you can use to carry it around. Let's open up the case to see what's inside. So looking inside the case, is divided up into two compartments. On the right here, you have the compartment that holds your headphones. Over here on this side, you have a little Velcro strap. And if you flip this over, it reveals the other stuff inside. And here we have a quick guide included. I'm just gonna go ahead and quickly open up the pages so you guys can see inside. As you guys can see, it has some nice tips for caring for your product, as well as removing and inserting the ear pads. On this page, it shows exactly what's included with the HD490 Pro and the HD490 Pro Plus. Also included is a free plugin for DRVR Mix SE. If that's something you care about, it is included with the HD490 Pro. Okay, and in this section here, we have a nice zipper. So this is gonna be the longer 3-meter cable that's included with the 490 Pro Plus. And in here, it looks like we have the second set of ear pads. And these are the cloth fabric ear pads. I'll talk a little bit more about these later. And here's the extra cloth fabric headband pad. And here's the back side of it that attaches to the headband. Here's the back side of the ear pad, which shows these attachment clips that allows you to clip them on to your ear cups. All right, and now let's take a closer look at the headphones themselves. I do find it interesting that these Sennheiser HD490s have the concave grill instead of the normal convex grill that I see on most Sennheisers. So let's go ahead and take this out. I'm just gonna go ahead and remove this audio cable for now by pressing on this button and then pulling outwards. Wow, you guys, the first thing I notice about these headphones is how light they are. Really, really light. I'm talking about these might be the lightest audiophile / studio headphones that I actually own. Let me put them on the scale really quick. All right, let's see how much they weigh without the audio cable. And we're looking at 261 grams. Wow, these are pretty light. I mean, let's just compare it really quick with these Odyssey MM100 studio headphones. Wow, these are a whopping 457 grams. Yeah, quite a bit of difference there. All right, and wow, these ear cups have a very nice swivel. They pretty much swivel all the way like 180 degrees. So yeah, let's take a look at this open back design here. If you look closely, you can see the 38 millimeter dynamic transducer. This stainless steel headband looks really nice. Reminds me of my Sennheiser HD8XX headphones. Really high quality looking, and it actually stretches out pretty well. So if you have a bigger head, you know, this definitely helps out. And I'm one of those people that has a bigger head. Taking a look at the yokes here, they look pretty well designed, and the ear cups look like they're made of pretty high quality plastic. A little nice feature I like is that you can instantly tell which is the left and right just by looking inside of the ear cup. Another interesting little thing is that they added these braille marks on the left ear cup so that you can easily see and feel which side should be left and right. Little nice feature to have. Okay, now let's talk ear pads. And the ones that are on here now are the producing ear pads, which are made of a velour material, which is supposed to give the headphones warmth on the low end and is meant to minimize ear fatigue. So you can easily take out the ear pads, by grabbing the inside and then holding onto the ear cup and then pulling out. There we go, came off easily just like that. And if we look at the housing inside, we actually see that this is an angled driver. So the driver is actually angled towards your ears. So let me remove this film here just so you guys can take a closer look. And yeah, I don't know if it comes across on video, but these are definitely angled towards the ears. Here we could take a closer look at the inside of the ear cup where the transducer is. So yeah, very interesting design. And there's these little tabs here where you can easily pop this back in, just place it on top, just like that. And yeah, these ear pads definitely remind me of, you know, your standard Sennheiser HC650 and, you know, 6XX headphones. They definitely feel very comfortable. But now let's go ahead and look at the other included ear pads. And these are actually what Sennheiser calls the mixing pads, which are made out of a cloth fabric and are more analytical in nature. So as you saw earlier, you can easily remove the ear pads and swap them depending on which set of ear pads you want to listen to at a particular time. Sennheiser also says that you can clean your ear pads by throwing them in a washing machine. Just put them in a safety bag, wash them, and then air dry them, and then you're good to go. So I found that pretty interesting because yeah, they could get dirty over time. And so yeah, let's say if you wanted to install these ear pads instead, go ahead and take a look in the back here and you see these little tabs. Go ahead and line up the tabs with these right here, and then just go ahead and press down, and you kind of heard it click in right there. And so yeah, now that we have the cloth ear pads on the left here and the velour ear pads on the right, just quick comparison while I have them both on. And so yeah, putting on different ear pads will definitely change up the sound. So, you know, definitely try both out and see which one you like better in, you know, different scenarios. Maybe one set is better for gaming, one set is better for music listening. So it's really cool that Sennheiser designed these to have switchable ear pads and that they included 2 sets of ear pads. It's really great. Unlike other headphones which have their ear pads glued. I won't mention any names. Interestingly enough, if you do wear glasses like I do, the ear pads actually have a built-in channel for the frames of your glasses, allowing you to have a more comfortable fit and a tighter ear cup seal. So I'll definitely try these headphones on in a bit and I'll let you guys know how they feel. But first, let's go over a few more things. So each ear cup has a 4-pin mini XLR connector. We see this one is exposed here, but this one has a little cover on it. I'll go ahead and remove it. And there we go, it's just this little plug that fits in there to protect the pins. But you can definitely take it out, and you only need to plug in this 4-pin mini XLR cable to either side, either left or right, and it'll work just fine, which is really great. Gives you the option of, you know, putting on the left or right depending on your setup. And when you do insert the audio cable, you get a very nice, satisfying click, and that tells you that the cable is secured properly inside of the ear cup. Now with this 4-pin mini XLR design, it's definitely gonna be possible to have a balanced cable to plug into your balanced stacking amp. So it's definitely something I'm gonna explore in my full review of these headphones. So again, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications if you are interested in my full review video of these headphones. And I don't know if you guys already noticed, but this audio cable has this little coil here that's pretty interesting. It's supposed to help reduce microphonics, which is basically that annoying rustling sound you get when your headphone audio cable rubs along a surface. So it'll be interesting to see if that actually works. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the headband cushion here, because Sennheiser really thought about, you know, the longevity of these headphones. So they made it so that you can swap out this headband pad. And let's go ahead and take it out. And look how easy I took it out. And yeah, basically they just use some Velcro as an attached mechanism for the headband pad, which is, you know, pretty nice. And here's where it gets tricky if you have some OCD tendencies. The HC490 Pro comes with this black velour headband pad. Now again, the nice thing is that the HC490 Pro includes the second set of cloth fabric ear pads. However, if you want the matching headband pad, you're gonna have to pick up the HC490 Pro Plus. And again, it's just for those people who care about little things like that. Just an FYI there. So yeah, I think that's a really nice design there. Okay, yeah, so let me quickly put these on my head, because just by handling them, I can already tell that these are gonna be very comfortable. So I just wanna confirm that by putting them on my head and see how they feel. So let me try them on and let you guys know how they feel. All right, here we go. Well, the first thing I notice is that I hardly notice that they are on my head. The only place where I really feel anything is right here around the ear cups. I do feel a little bit of pressure from the clamp force, but if I open them up a bit, that feels better. And my ears are completely enclosed in the ear cup, which is really nice. And also, as you guys can see, I am wearing my glasses. They're not the thickest frame glasses, but as you guys are gonna see right now, I can easily pull them in and out without any problem. So if you guys do wear glasses all the time and you have headphones that bother you when wearing glasses, definitely these might be good for you. So yeah, guys, these are really, really light. I mean, probably some of the lightest headphones I own. I mean, they kind of remind me maybe of like my drop PC38Xs, like that kind of light, really nice. The velour ear pads definitely do make my ears feel a little bit warm, but it's okay. Okay, let's test out this little coiled audio cable here to see if it does help with sound. Okay, yeah, so if the cable kind of gets pulled vertically, yeah, I don't hear much sound at all, but if it's kind of a horizontal moving, I do hear some sound in the headphones. So it kind of works and kind of doesn't. Don't know if that's a big deal or not. Okay, let me try on the headphones with the cloth fabric ear pads because these velour ear pads are getting kind of warm. Okay, so here are the cloth fabric ear pads along with the cloth fabric headband pad here. And yeah, right off the bat, my ears definitely feel cooler. They don't feel as warm as they did with the velour ear pads. Yeah, so maybe for long music listening sessions or long gaming sessions, these might be more comfortable just because they don't make my ears warm like the velour ear pads do. Yeah, with these ear pads, it hardly feels like anything is on my head. I can barely feel like a little bit of pressure at the bottom of the ear pads here, but on my head, feel like a little bit of pressure. But wow, these are some really light headphones. I'm really looking forward to trying them out for long music listening and gaming sessions to see how they work out. All right, and yeah, this is how they look like on my head. They feel really comfortable and they're really nice looking headphones. So what I'm actually gonna do now is go ahead and do some of that music listening and gaming I was talking about. I'm gonna try them out for a good while, and then I'll come back and give you guys my first impressions of the sound of the HD 490 Pro in terms of music listening as well as gaming. And I'll definitely let you guys know what I think of them right off the bat. All right, so I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, and here are my first impressions of the sound of the HD 490 Pro. I went ahead and started with music listening first, and I tried it with the analytical cloth pads, and the sound I was listening to really brought a smile to my face because it sounded really good. Specifically, the vocals, both male and female, sounded very nice and clear. Stuff like guitars also sounded really good. So I was definitely happy with what I was hearing. First impressions, as I listened to the headphones more and more, I started to realize that with the analytical pads, the HD 490s have a real emphasis on the mid-range. So everything from about the mid-bass all the way up to the lower and mid-treble sounded really good. I did notice that the lower bass and sub-bass weren't quite as present as I am used to on some of my other headphones. So that's one thing with using the analytical pads, that you're not gonna get that nice rumble on the low end. So just keep that in mind. As far as the treble goes, it's not super resolving, so you're not gonna hear those little crisp details way on top. I think it's a little bit rolled off as far as the treble, but where it really shines is the mid-range. Again, if you're doing any work with like vocals or instruments such as guitars, I think the analytical pads are the way to go, or if that's the kind of music you listen to, definitely the analytical pads are the ones for you. And the nice thing about these headphones, I tried out with older, rock music, as well as modern pop and hip hop music. And these headphones sounded great whether I was listening to my older music or more modern music. So then I had and swapped it out with the velour ear pads. And one thing I noticed right off the bat is that with the cloth ear pads, it's a little bit more comfortable to wear them. Whereas the velour ear pads kind of warm up my face, especially after listening for quite a while. But with the velour ear pads, you're definitely gonna hear some of that traditional Sennheiser sound. Once I started listening with the velour ear pads, lower bass and sub bass started to come in. But I am happy to report that these don't seem to suffer from that Sennheiser veil that has kind of been a turnoff for me as far as Sennheiser headphones. But yeah, it was definitely nice to have that lower end in the bass come in with these headphones. But I must admit that on some songs it felt like the bass was just laid on a little bit too thick, and maybe that's something you could control with an equalizer. Just lay off the bass a little bit, and I think it'll be great. So even though you're hearing a lot more of that bass region, vocals still sounded pretty good, and again, they didn't sound veiled at all to my ears. And comparing the velour ear pads to the cloth ear pads, you are able to listen a little bit more clearly to the treble region with the analytical ear pads. So although I enjoyed listening to these headphones with both ear pads, I think the analytical ear pads, the cloth ear pads, are the ones that kind of surprised me the most, because I haven't really encountered some headphones that sound like that. Of course, with the velour ear pads are very similar to your Sennheiser 6XX, 650, which I am quite used to, but with the cloth fabric ear pads, it's just a different sound, which is kind of exciting to me. I was also very surprised with how much bass came out of these headphones, considering how lightweight they are and the fact that they're open back. I mean, that really surprised me. So whether you're using the cloth analytical pads or the velour ear pads, the amount of bass is really good on these. But just note that with the analytical pads, you're not gonna get that nice sub-bass rumble as you are with the velour ear pads. Okay, now let's talk about gaming. I only tried it with one game, and that's Warzone, which is an online battle royale game. And I must say that the ear pads that performed the best were actually the velour ear pads, which kind of surprised me. I was just able to listen to footsteps and people kind of flying in much easier with the velour ear pads. At the same time, all the other sounds such as gunfire and explosions just sounded really loud with the velour ear pads. And I think I'm just gonna have to mess around with my sound settings in Warzone. I think it's a Warzone problem versus a headphone problem. So I think if I am able to dial in the sound settings, definitely the ear pads to use with Warzone are the velour ones. I noticed that with the analytical ear pads, things didn't sound as loud and all these explosions were kind of tamed. But it was also much harder to listen for footsteps and people kind of flying in and so on. But also a thing to note is that with the velour ear pads, they did kind of make my face warm, not only my ears, but my face. And I was, playing for quite a while. So comfort wise, yeah, the analytical ones are better. But overall, these headphones are super light and comfortable. I see myself being able to wear them for hours at a time, whether it be listening to music or gaming. So I'm definitely looking forward to testing these out with more music and swapping the ear pads, back and forth. It was actually pretty easy to do after I got the hang of it. And also trying them out with different games to see how they perform in different games such as Valorant. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and once I get more time using these, I'll definitely look forward to making a review video of the Sennheiser HD 490 Pros. I'll see you in the next video.